Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Ritter. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Another tote for Etienne. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The Jaguars had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Here is 3rd down and 4. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
That one caught out wide by Julio. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It feels they found something here in the second one.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the lane. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Patterson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
And they'll run again.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordell Patterson.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
After after the roughing penalty on the PAT. They'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now 2nd and 9. A give running right, ETN.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ritter headed right off the option.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Going play action. Ritter.
Man open, here's Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had...
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Going up top for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Slot man moves right. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
DK Metcalf.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
34 yards to gain that time, another first down. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And they'll try the action on first and goal.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Ritter back to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Ritter now. This pass is caught by London. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. In motion, the tight end. They'll run with Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf, 64 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
White. Red, yellow. Real green.
Ritter to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Ritter. Going deep this time for Miller. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Ritter will set up to throw it. Got a man complete to Miller. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action now. Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Etienne. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more, Etienne. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Here's Patterson again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll run with Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down, here's Ritter.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Ritter. Another completion right back to Patterson.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had two opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on two opportunities, clock continuing to run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Second down and 6 now from the 42. On second down, a run with Patterson.
Ooh, a juke. And then the inside the 35, now at the 34-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They'll go again with Patterson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Here's Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for Atlanta, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the...
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shift, gotta go, we don't move, it's scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it's time. Better believe we gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about the that you do? Why you always rapping about the that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Hold up, listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath as you ever offended. My clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so we can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.